everybody thinking that we couldn't do this is the reason why we have this now. So yes, maybe I shouldn't be, but I'm very fueled by others' doubt.
Feel it.
Money, power.
I was looking for something to fill the competitive void, for sure. So that's probably why I started CrossFit, because I wanted to be in shape, I wanted to look good, but I also wanted to try to be good at something comparatively to other people. I don't know when it turned, but I think when I started coaching, I realized that you can have that environment, but you need a reason, a why. It's a little bit cliche, but like to go to work every day. And I was like, hey, like this is what I love to do. How can I do this as my job? And fast forward a few years after joining the affiliate, the couple that owned it separated, said, hey, we're either gonna just sell all the equipment or you and your wife can take it over. Just take over the whole business, take over the payments. And we moved, got married. My wife was starting pharmacy school and we bought the gym all in the same month. So call it divine intervention, call it whatever, the stars aligning, but it couldn't have happened at a worse time, but in a way, things like that never happen at the right time, so.
Once you've reached a certain fitness ability, and like we're about to see this with Colton and Taylor, they're gonna be racing this, and you have to be that fit to do that. And I love workouts that are ability-based, unless you're good enough to make it fitness.
It is fitness because they will be forced to have to ride the red line.
They're good enough to make it fitness.
Right.
And I think that's beautiful.
I love it when people tell me, oh yeah, you're the gym, but also host competitions, right? Like I love that people think of it as an affiliate first, as a place where people come every single day to train hard. Because I think that's what people know. I put my workouts out there for free online so that people can see them from within the gym, but also people from anywhere else can see them. And the mindset that they all have of like, we like to come and we like to train really hard every single day, but twice a year, these other people want to come and kind of like use our gym to compete. That's really all I want. I have no intentions on leaving this building. As big as the competition gets, my biggest goal is to never ever try to like get bigger in what the scenery, what the backdrop is. I always want to keep it at a gym because I do think that's something unique that you just can't do in most places. After college, I knew that I probably was not going to be a professional athlete. I kind of had hoop dreams that lasted beyond college. I got a job at Abercrombie & Fitch and just kept playing basketball and thought that maybe I could make it overseas or whatever. Quickly, I realized that my purpose in life is to help others, whether it be a teaching role or coaching role, a hands-on role. I was always interested in medicine. So I decided, I always thought medicine was the way to go. I'll go to nursing school. I was helping people. It was satisfying, but I quickly realized that it wasn't nearly as rewarding as helping people that always want to help themselves. A lot of times sick people, they want you to take care of them, but they're not interested in getting better. And that was a really hard thing I struggled with, because seeing someone improve and seeing someone heal and being excited about getting back to life is what brought me fulfillment, but I wasn't getting that all the time. Someone dragged me into a garage to do a CrossFit workout. I quickly became a coach, and I realized, hey, maybe I am supposed to be a coach. Maybe it's just this kind of coach. And having people come in that want to do something they've never done before made it really fulfilling day in and day out. Hey, I'm helping others. I'm helping them improve themselves, and them seeing them excited is giving me that fulfillment that I really desired.
I'm gonna be bad. Promise I won't try. I'm gonna be bad.
We've done all of the testing, 100 meters, in one shot. We've gone over obstacles. We've gone around bend. We've done pirouettes. But now it's like, okay, where's the denseness now? It used to be that 100 feet was dense. It's not dense anymore. So now we have them doing multiples of 40 feet total. And they have to be unbroken. And I didn't see one person come down.
So my dad played basketball for Clemson, and then he played overseas. He didn't push me to play at all. It's just something something I loved. I was a chubby kid all growing up. I was better at other sports because my body type was definitely not suited for basketball. But my dad one day told me, you don't need to plan on playing in college. You need to just fill out applications to go to school. You haven't been recruited by anybody. And that was the vindictiveness that I needed to motivate me, just to prove him wrong. And I started eating better, got into better condition. My ability on the court went way up. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna play in college now just because he said that I couldn't. WPTH is kind of me and my wife's inside joke / tagline for the gym. When we took it over, a lot of people thought that it was silly because it was like a foolish endeavor business-wise, but also just to try to grow it because it would require so much work. And we kind of adopted that, oh, really, watch type mindset. So we kind of developed this expression that I was really, really careful to not even talk about with my members. WPTH would be hashtagged on posts. I would say it when I was talking to people about stuff, but none of my members knew what it was. It was kind of like Fight Club, like what's rule number 1 about Fight Club? You don't talk about Fight Club. They didn't know what it meant, but they knew it was important to us. And they knew it was something that was really motivating me to make the gym what it is now. And it stands for We Prefer the Hate. So in the beginning, we would kind of get bothered by people telling us, oh, you don't need to try to take the gym over. It's never going to become anything big. It's just going to be a little mom and pop gym. So we developed that mindset of the more haters you have, the more animosity you have coming at you, it's probably because you're doing something good that people are jealous of. So WPTH just became our thing. And to this day, I still want to get it put in huge letters in between each pegboard, a huge W, a huge P, a huge H. And I never talked about it with the members until we came here. So we came here, I met with every single member individually and told them that story about where it came from and how everybody thinking that we couldn't do this is the reason why we have this now.
Rage, power, weakest, force, money, driven, major, fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it. Rage, power, weakest, force, money, driven, major, fraud, breathless, body, diamond, bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it.
coaching, I kind of realized that maybe I'm better suited to coach when I realized I don't have the ability to be an athlete. Likewise with CrossFit, I mean, yeah, I wanted to be really good at CrossFit, but I started when I was kind of old. And I definitely had a lot of wear and tear from basketball those years. So my body type, my movement restrictions, my age kind of just like put me in my place of like, you're not gonna be a professional CrossFitter. So, but you love to organize things. You love the programming side of it. Yeah, 2020, when all the sanctionals said, sorry, we're not doing it anymore, we're canceling. We had just moved into this gym and I laid it out because I had visions of hosting competitions that were very similar to like semifinals or regionals back in the day, with floor layouts and ability to kind of move your way down the competition floor. And I got this turf put in because I really wanted the members to be able to do a lot of sled work, but I realized quickly that that's a competition floor in its own right. And I could have these 2 floors going, and I was like, you know what, let's just do it. I have all these friends that are saying, hey, I've trained my whole year and now I can't even go to regionals. So I said, hey, let's just try to do it ourselves. So I just did it a little bit. I mean, from the beginning for others, like for those athletes to have something to come and compete at. And then after that first year, which looking back on it now is kind of a train wreck, each year people were like, you're doing it again, right? You're doing it again, right? And it only took a couple years for me to realize, hey, twice a year, once for teams, once for individuals, it gives me something to break up the year, and it gives the members something to look forward to. And they've kind of adopted it as like, they have as much pride about the competitions as I do. Like if I told them, I think I'm over it, they'd be like, no, you're gonna keep doing it. Because like, we like to know that we host this thing, and we like to volunteer, and we like to help, and we like to tell other people, oh yeah, we go to that gym that hosts those competitions.
Old school, young jam, all black, MZ, still screaming out that chain gang, ball gang, ball man. Old school, young jam, all black, MZ. Smoke up, that's in the blem. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't touch the boy, I'm at end. Block hoodie up for events. Skin kept close to you, plotting on them with the tints on 10. Batch in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Never keep it real in the ends. Never leave crib with the ends. Me and that kid, we don't even need to pretend. Me and like them, never keep it real in my face or the bar with snakes. Watch them fit for my wave, they cut. That's so deep, if they don't teach. Don't feel like I was driving on none.
Anybody even listen?
I don't really think I'm OG. I think I'm more like new school than old school. And I mean everything from the way I write workouts, like actually write them, to the way that I program, to kind of the mindset that I have about movements only being used in competition versus like everyday members doing them. Like I don't agree with any of that. And I think old school CrossFit tends to be very like, well, that's for competitors, and these are the things that the general population needs to be doing. I got 20 people in my gym that can climb the pegboard in a workout. So why would I always tell them, no, you can never climb ropes, you can never do pegboard, you can never, like, yeah, staying true to CrossFit's program for the best, scale for the rest. I do believe a lot of times in pushing the envelope of the everyday person, and I think that's why the gym is so fit, honestly. Yeah, I think what limits me by the space is maybe just the volume of competitors, but not the quality. Definitely not the equipment, and not the level of the programming as far as how difficult I can make it. Because I don't think I'm limited by that at all, and there's many things that I've done as far as equipment, as far as changing the way things are laid out and look, to like make this space accommodate for the level of competitor that's coming, for sure. And then also making it digestible for viewers, because we may have a couple hundred people that come and watch, but there's not gonna be 1,000 people that come. Most of them are gonna watch the stream. And when I think about workouts, I kind of have to think about, like, we can't be standing in one spot for every workout. No one's gonna be able to watch it. No one's gonna wanna watch it. It's like, there has to be some kind of, you know, way to tell the story. So I think in a way, the intimate setting makes it easier to watch as a fan, but it's just not something that you can do if your primary goal is to make money, which mine is not. What we've tried to do this year, luckily, having different brands kind of believe in what I'm trying to do, that can make it to where I can give away more money every year. Make it to where we can have a room dedicated to the athletes with things like GoWOD rollers and mats and stuff made specifically for them, cold plunges. Like, I can pave that parking lot. That's another competition floor. Like, I'm committed to doing whatever this space needs to keep it here, but also continue to up it every single year. Like, I believe that if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. You're not staying the same. So every single year, if something isn't better, if there's not an improvement, then I'm probably not engaged with it anymore.
I'm scared. Cause it doesn't mean so much in the end. Boy, can you hold me? Boy, can you hold me? Boy, can you hold me? Boy, can you hold me?
I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they're both like in the car back and forth. They say things all the time. Like, my 6-year-old asked me yesterday, she said, why do people come to the gym to work if they have to work all day? Like, they come and they wanna do something hard. And I said, because like, people like to, it's called working out, it's not called funning out. Like, they enjoy it, it's a hobby, but it's still hard because hard things are still fun. And it's just good that she's already getting to the point where she's starting to be like, you know what? These people work all day at their jobs, but then they want to come to the gym, and it looks like they have things they have to do, like they're going to work still. So having this be like I got to go to work with Dad, I think it's pretty cool. And I know that one day I think they'll look back on it and think it was that they were lucky to be able to do it.
Crash is cool to me because it's about the hang. You get to hang out with people like Dallin Pepper on the sidelines. Jason Opper's always rolling around. You can't get that close to elite athletes in any other circumstance. It's only here where a world-class competition is happening with great athletes that you get to do something like that.
A cool competition because you have a lot of amazing athletes, but then it's also an intimate environment. So not only do you get to watch them, but you can basically reach out and touch them at any time.
J.R. has somehow, mainly through charisma and organizational skills, managed to amass a group of people who put on an amazing event, and that's like volunteers, the staff, up to the stream. I think if you want to go to a competition to compete and see if you're ready to make the next step, Crash is just a no-brainer. I think if you want to go and watch an event, either online or in person, there's no event I've been to, games, semi-finals, etc., that has an atmosphere as good as this, that's as well organized, as on time, and as entertaining to watch.
I think one of the coolest things about Crash is the fact that it is very high-end athletic ability. You have elite level athletes in a very intimate setting, and you have a lot of names that show up. You got Sevan running around, you got Matt Souza running around, you got us playing around, and it's a very intimate, all in-house, all in the gym feeling, and you can't get anything, or I haven't seen anything else like this around. It's not a big event, it's very tight, it's a fun little party.
Okay, 3 reasons why you absolutely need to attend Crash Crucible from 3 different perspectives. Number 1, as an athlete, it's the tightest run event you'll go to. You're not going to be crowded and have to sit around. It moves so smoothly. JR has it dialed in, and his team here is incredible. Second perspective is going to be as a spectator. When you show up, you get to see world-class athletes at a home gym, which is awesome. It's super intimate, and your access to them is like no other. The third reason is because it's inside of a gym, inside of an affiliate. If you want to grow this sport, this is how you do it at a local level. And JR does it the best. He does it better than anybody else I know.